long-time friend of mine. Welcome back in your second home, Koblenz, Germany.
I love it when I come here. I love it here.
What do you think about Germany and especially Koblenz after all the years?
Well, I'm of all the places I travel around the world, I'm more comfortable here. This is, if I was going to have what I call my second home, this would be Koblenz. You know,
it's nice to hear.
I come here, I stay with Bernie. We travel together, city to city, driving, not just flying. I'm very used to flying into like Moscow and Berlin or Beijing, Hong Kong. I'm used to flying in and only seeing that part of the city. With Bernie, we drive all over Germany, and I see the real country.
What do you think about the people who comes inside the seminar, still in Koblenz, after all the years? It's over 20 years ago you was the first time here, and you turn around and you see a full building of students.
Well, you know what? This is a very different kind of crowd because I don't see the exact same people. They come back, but now it's been 20, they bring their children now.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Now I come here, and yes, I have some of the same faces, but many new faces, and many of them are the children of the students I taught way back in the early 90s. So it's a good feeling, and I'm happy to see the good, positive response.
So over 20 years ago, when I was young, I was a fighter, I still follow your tips and be the little dragon. You called me
You're the German dragon. He's the little dragon. I'm the big dragon.
But with this kind of tips, I won tournaments and championships, so I'm very happy to be back here and teach your techniques also my students. Did you got a little new one for today on self-defense?
Of course. I want to add a little bit, and I do like teaching some self-defense at the end of every seminar. My real seminar is, I fought for 28 years as a kickboxer, but kickboxing is a sport. I'm not trying to turn martial artists into kickboxers. I take the lessons of kickboxing and I teach those lessons to traditional martial artists. Then at the end of the seminar, I always like my favorite self-defense techniques. That way, when they leave the seminar, just from taking one lesson, they're better able to defend themselves.
Yes.
So I feel that is a positive effect I'm having in the martial arts.
I think it's the same. The best in the martial arts people work like together. The people.
Of course, yes.
Also the music. Yes. And what I always, you know, I'm always fan after the interview.
Music brings people together.
We stay together.
But martial arts brings people together.
And thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
When you're training to be a martial artist or a fighter, there's many things you need to work on. Your speed, power, conditioning, but today we're only going to work on technique.
Was ich eben gesagt habe, wenn man also ein Kämpfer ist oder ein Kampfkünstler, muss man eigentlich alles trainieren. Technik, Geschwindigkeit und Kraft und die Kondition. Das machen wir aber heute nicht, sondern wir machen heute nur reines Techniktraining. Das andere können dann auch in einem Training machen.
If you're training right, no one in the room really should sweat. You should not be sweat. You should not be tired. You don't need me to come from Los Angeles here just to sweat. You can sweat, go outside and run and you can sweat.
Also wenn ihr schwitzen wollt, könnt ihr, das könnt ihr heute nicht großartig tun, sondern ihr könnt dann, wenn ihr dann unbedingt wollt, rausgehen und laufen. Dafür kommt ihr nicht hier hin, um euch ins Schwitzen zu bringen.
Ja.
Er will euch Wissen rüberbringen.
I'm going to teach you no theories, only practical information that I learned over 28 years of fighting, almost 100 fights.
Also das, was ich eben sagte, er hat es ja in seinen eigenen Kämpfen schmerzhaft erfahren. Er praktiziert und unterrichtet heute praxiserprobte Techniken, was er in über 100 Kämpfen hinter sich hat.
Everything I teach is either something I used or somebody used against me or I saw used successfully.
Also,
so
wie gesagt,
it's all practical knowledge that you can become a better fighter if you learn it.
Entweder hat es er gemacht bei den Gegnern oder der Gegner mit ihm oder er hat es bei tausenden Kämpfen gesehen. Also das ist praxiserprobt.
So the first thing we start with is your fighting stance. Everybody get in a fighting stance facing me.
Geht mal alle in eure Kampfstellung und schaut ihn an.
Let me look. Very good. Very good. Good stances. Now, this is the position you start from. And what I'm going to teach you is not the right way or the wrong way. It is my personal style. Now, some of it you're going to use, some's going to feel uncomfortable. But I'm going to teach you what I learned, what worked for me, and hopefully some of you will be able to use it. So the first thing I see is this. If I'm in my fighting stance and you see two shoulders, it's wrong. One should be shoulder back and one is forward like this. This is too open to my opponent.
Also wenn der Gegner, wenn er in den Kampf geht, stellt er sich seitlich hin und nicht frontal. Wenn ihr die beiden Schultern nach
As soon
vorne
as I do
zeigt,
this-
ist es so offen. Das ist sein Stil. Er weiß nicht, ob es richtig oder falsch ist. Das
Now-
ist sein Weg.
You see, if I see two shoulders, you can punch, but this is arm punching.
Also wenn ihr zwei Schultern seht, ist es nur eine
When you're
Armschlag.
here and you punch,
Und wenn er seitlich steht, bringt er die Schultern und die Hüften weit mit jeder Technik nach vorne. Und da kommt bei ihm her die Kraft.
you see how your body is turning. But when you're here,
Und wenn er frontal steht,
you
ist es ein
have,
reiner
you
Muskelschlag.
have less power. Less power. If you see two shoulders like this. But if you're like this,
Und wenn er die Schulterdrehung macht, eine Hüftbedrehung damit rein, da kommt sehr viel.
if you watch Rocky Marciano on YouTube, you watch his fights,
Schaut
you
mal den
see
Boxweltmeister
every
Rocky
punch,
Marciano an.
the shoulder goes like this.
Bei jedem seiner Schläge kamen die
Now
Schulter
this
und die
one.
Hüften mit rein. Im Kehrwert immer.
Every time they're going like this. That's where the power is. The hips,
Da
the
kommt die
shoulders,
Kraft her, von der Schulter und von der
not the
Hüfte.
arms.
Nicht aus dem reinen Arm.
Your arm is going to be using muscle to try to punch me.
Weil er weiß, er benutzt die Muskeln, um ihn zu schlagen.
When
Das
you
heißt, er
use
wird müde.
muscle, you can punch hard a few times. But every time you punch with muscle, you lose energy.
Mit jedem harten Schlag, den man mit dem Muskel schlägt, verliert man Energie. Daher freut er sich, wenn das jemand macht.
And when I'm fighting somebody, part of my fighting strategy is to hit them, make them lose energy.
Also seine Strategie war, schlag ihm und dass er Energie verliert. Er schlägt
If
zum
they're
Körper.
using muscle,
Wenn er mit Kraft schlägt,
they're using energy.
verliert er Kraft. Also wenn er mit Kraft schlägt, verliert er Energie.
When you're throwing a punch, this is where the power is. The body goes
Schaut
like
mal,
this.
Schulter, Hüfte.
That's the power.
Und erst zum
Not
Schluss
this.
kommt die Faust
This
raus.
is relaxed. The
Das ist
power.
entspannt, sagt er.
If I hit in the face, there's no energy. This is all relaxed.
Da darfst du. Ne?
There's no muscle here,
Right.
nothing. It's just that. It's that. The hook same way.
Den Hakenschlag dasselbe. Er ist entspannt dabei. Er dreht eigentlich nur den Körper.
If you throw the hook like this, it's arm muscle. As soon as your palm faces down,
Er schlägt den Hakenschlag so, dass die Finger der Faust
This
nach
is
unten
relaxed.
zeigen. Er ist entspannt dabei, wenn er
it's
schlägt.
all this. So
Kann man fast nicht glauben.
if you hit,
Wenn ihr
all
schlägt,
relaxed.
also beim Schlagen entspannt bleiben.
my
Schwer zu
last,
verstehen.
my last fight, I was 48.
Also
48.
mit 48 hat er seinen letzten Kampf gemacht.
I
Vor
knocked
12 Jahren.
I knocked my opponent out in the 10th round
Er hat seinen Gegner besiegt durch K.O. in der letzten Runde.
with 4 seconds
4 Sekunden vor Kampfende in der 10. Runde mit 48.
on the clock. And people said, how did you have the energy?
Und Leute fragten ihn, wo hast du die Energie her? 10 Runden kämpfen.
And I said, what energy does it take to do this?
Was braucht man für eine Energie, um das zu
That's
tun?
all I did. But it hit right there.
Aber er hat richtig
It
getroffen.
just, there's no energy.
Es ist keine Energie, sondern er bringt die Schulter, Hüfte und alles mit nach vorne.
Just turn my body.
Er
Boom.
dreht nur den Körper.
Now, the reason why I didn't throw that right hand earlier is I had a broken rib in the fight. And when you throw the right hand, I was afraid of this. So the whole fight, I fought like this.
Also er ist verletzungsbedingt in den Kampf
Even if I
gegangen.
was here, I would not throw the jab.
Und da hat er erst recht seine Körperdeckung
I
richtig zugemacht.
protected my rib. I broke my rib in the training.
Also er hat sich im Training
I
verletzt.
fought the whole fight, but it's the last round, so I said I might as well throw it. So I threw it, chin, he was out. And, but anyway, so if I can, 48 years old, knock out just with it's no energy. There's no energy. Just boom, you just tap the chin.
Sagt er.
When you're a fighter, you're not trying to hit the whole head.
Also wenn ihr als Kämpfer sollt ihr nicht versuchen, den ganzen Kopf zu berühren,
You're trying to
sondern
hit
ihr
this.
sollt das Kinn versuchen zu berühren.
Every time you throw a punch, you're trying to hit this.
Ihr sollt das Kinn versuchen zu berühren.
Always, always.
Immer.
That's your target.
Das ist das Ziel.
Okay? Everybody fighting stance facing this way.